Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. We are doing chapter 11, triangles, quadrilaterals and polygons. Up till now, we have discussed triangles and rectangles and squares. In the last session, we discussed properties of rectangles and squares, and we did a couple of examples solving to find the angles or the sides of the rectangle and a square. So in this session we are going to discuss parallelogram and a trapezium. So let's start with the parallelogram and see what properties the parallelogram has and what property the trapezium has, and then we'll do example each of parallelogram and trapezium to see how to deal with it. So let's start. So we have a parallelogram here, and the first property of the parallelogram is it has two pair of parallel sides. This side is parallel to this, okay? This side is parallel to this, and this side is parallel to this, okay? So the first property is two pair of parallel sides. Now, the second property is opposite sides are equal. And then, if I name all these sides, and I'm going to say that not only the opposite sides are equal, but the opposite angles are equal as well. What do I mean? Angle ABC is equal to angle ADC, and angle BAD is equal to angle BCD. Okay? So, angle ABC is equal to angle ADC, and angle BAD is equal to angle BCD. Okay, and if we have diagonals within a parallelogram, the diagonals, if we have the diagonals, so when diagonals bisect each other, so what happens? They are bisecting. So BE is equal to ED, and AE is equal to EC. So these are the properties for the parallelogram. And now let's discuss a trapezium. So I have a trapezium here, and for the trapezium, the property which we will be interested in is only one property, that one pair of parallel sides. Like in this case, this line is parallel to this, but this is not parallel to this. So in trapezium, what is going to happen, that we are going to have one pair of parallel sides, not the two pair. In this case, there are two pairs of parallel sides. In the trapezium, there is only one pair of parallel sides. Okay, so now let's do example each of the parallelogram and trapezium, and see how to solve it. Okay, we have a parallelogram here. ABCD is a parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel, and there is, since DC is parallel to AB, and there is a one transversal CE, okay, and this transversal is making certain angle here. What we have to do, here we have an angle 10x and this angle is 100x. So first thing is we have to find x, and then we have to find DCE. We have to find this angle, okay. So we have to find this angle. So what we are going to do, if we remember, there is a property of a parallelogram that the opposite angles are equal. Since opposite angles are equal, so it means that angle ABC is equal to angle ADC, which is 10x is equal to 100. So x is equal to 10. So we have value of x. This is now 100 also. Okay. Now we have to find this angle. If we remember that in case of the parallel lines and a transversal, alternate angles are equal. Opposite alternate angles are equal, right? So this angle would be equal to this angle. So if we know this angle, angle BEC, so this angle and angle DCE will be equal. Since we know that the property of a parallel line having a transversal, alternate opposite angles are equal. So first thing is we have to find this angle. So let's consider a triangle. EBC. So we are considering this triangle, and we know that the interior angles of a triangle equals 180 degree, right? We have one angle here 100, one angle here 40. So we have to find angle BEC. So BEC is equal to 180 minus 100 minus 40. So it is equal to 40. Now we have this angle, and since we know that alternate opposite angles are equal, therefore DCE is equal to BEC, and which is equal to 40 degree. So we have our values. Okay. Hope you got the idea how we are dealing with it. So now let's do an example of a trapezium. So let's do that. Okay, we have a trapezium here and two parallel sides. It has trapezium is supposed to have one pair of parallel sides, so we have that. Okay, and all the four corners are having some angle 5x, x, 2x and y. What we have to do is we have to find the value of x and y. Now to do that, if we remember, when we were dealing with the parallel lines, I'm going to extend this line. Okay, I have extended these lines. Now if these lines are extended, these are the two parallel lines and this is a transversal. And when the transversal is intersecting the two parallel lines, there is angles known as interior angles, and we discuss those interior angles. Interior angles are on the same side of the transversal, and the sum of the interior angle is equal to 180 degree, if you remember that. Okay, so in this case, just to make it more easy, what we can do is I can put here A, B, C, D, so that it's easy to name the angles. So I have two angles here, this angle and this angle. So this angle is ADC, angle ADC, and angle BAD plus BAD. So I am taking this angle and this angle. So this angle is ADC and this angle is BAD. Okay, and the sum of these angles is equal to 180 degree. This is 5x plus x is equal to 180 degree. So x is equal to 30 degrees. Sorry. So it means that this is 30 and this is 150. So we have the value of x. And since we have found the value of x, this is 60. Now the only thing left is we have to find the value of y. Now for that, if I extend this line 2, and so then this is a transversal between the two parallel lines. Okay, and the same property here. This angle plus this angle is equal to 180 degree. So this angle is ABC plus DCB is equal to 180 degree. And angle ABC is 60 plus this is y is equal to 180 degree. So y is equal to 120 degrees. So we have this value as well. Okay. So by using the properties we learned when the two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, we discussed three angles there: corresponding angles, alternate opposite angles, and the interior angles. And in this case, we applied the property of interior angles and we have the values of x and y. So hope you got some idea. So I'll always await your feedback. Do give me feedback. And so let's close this session. Thank you very much.